this working? Let's see. Is anybody there? Yay, Kay! Ali, yay! Okay, cool. I think we're sorted. Although technically I'm not really that late. I've been here just talking to myself. Right, I'm going to shut that down because that confuses me. And I can do what I do. Morning, everybody. Well, it's not morning anymore, actually, is it? It is. Let me just get up the feed on here because I prefer it on my iPad than the phone. It's quite small. Hey, everyone. I hope you're all good. It's like launch 2 today. Trees down now, so we've got a nice bright background, but it was sad. Okay, right, that looks good. There you go, I can see all the chat now. It's weird having it on a slightly different layout. Ina, hello. Louise, Nicola, Anna. Not talking to yourself. Hey, Karen. Hey, Sarah. So we'll see who we get over here. I'm actually going to just share this to... Is it that one there? So it's all different. Oh no, I don't want to create a clip. Don't touch that, Sam. Right, share. We'll just do a few little bits of housekeeping. Let's just copy that. I'm just going to drop this onto Facebook because although probably a lot of people watched on Friday, there may be some people that might have been off. And now they might be around to watch it. So live now on YouTube. I'll share that to the group as well. I hope you're all good. Oh, hang on. Okay. Well, all right, that's posted. Oh, there we go. Just got a delivery of the split pins and the wobblers. Hey, Lou. Hey, Iced Images. Erin, hello from Florida. Thank you for joining. Right, let me go to my group. Just like I said, just share it out. I love it on YouTube because I can watch. Lots of people say that. Okay. Right. I know CraftStash should be sharing and doing their stuff at their end, but that's everything good there. Right, let's get this back up with the chat. There we go. I will let people wait in on the other event. No, I couldn't get into the event on my phone. The option wasn't there, so I don't know. It's something I'm going to have to look at. Good morning from Ottawa, Canada. Hey, Lucy. Hey, Jane. Carmen, hiya. Lots of regulars here. Lots of names I recognise from Facebook. But yeah, it is on my, like I said, I don't make New Year's resolutions, but it is one of the things I'm going to do this year is be more live on YouTube. So yeah, whether it be through CraftStash or my own channel as well, but I will be trying to do some, or at least dual stream anyway, because that's the way to do it. I won't be doing extra lives because I just don't have the hours of the day, but certainly across dual stream, that would be good. Hey Jan, hi from Spain. Oh, what's the weather like that? Although look at this lovely sun. I mean, what is this? I've not seen it for a long time. That's good because I don't have Facebook. And this is, I know, I've said it before, haven't I? I do little posts and stuff, as I say. I know not everybody is on Facebook, so it'd be nice to, yeah, just to be over that side as well. No snow, no, just really wet. Did you? No, it just rained loads. Rained loads last night, like really, really heavy. Actually, all day yesterday. Hey from Germany. Hey Barbara. It's dull and rainy today. Hey Avril. So, but no, nice bright day. So, what am I doing today? So, if you want on Facebook, which I'm imagining a lot of people here probably wouldn't have been, or you may have missed it if you were, I launched my first collection of 2025, which was my mini collection, which is actually called Mini Me. It's basically evolved from the puppets. So back in Christmas, about 3 years ago, I launched the Christmas puppets. So we had Santa, we had a reindeer, an elf, gingerbread man. I always forget the other ones. Oh, a fairy and a snowman. Did I say snowman? Yeah. And they were really, really popular. Lots of people enjoyed those. Then about maybe 6 months, a year later, I launched pets. So you had a dog, cat, a parrot, a guinea pig, a bunny. Again, very, very popular. And then I did a live probably about a year ago, and I made a mini me using the fairy body with then the new changing faces that I launched, which are the big bobblehead kind of style. And it just was brilliant. And we loved it in the live. And then that's it then. Little bulbs go off in my head. So I thought, why don't we do people? And that's what we've got. So mini me. So this is like your base, basically. I'm going to flip the camera when I start in the demos, but I'll just talk through it like this. This is your main set. So everything is sold individually. It's just 4 new products. And then you've got your mechanisms if you already have them. We've got a bundle that just has the new product in for those that already have the mechanisms. So whether you've got the original 6x6, the A2 or the 5x7, which then launched when we did the puppet pets, they will work with all of them. We've also got a bundle with the A2 and the 5x7 and the whole collection. So you've got the option there. So if it's something you haven't got at all, then you want to get the main bundle. But if it's something you've already got the mechanism for, then you only need the individual items or the mini bundle. Hopefully that all makes sense. I'll be talking about it more as I go through. I've got 2 demos to do today. A little bit different today because I've obviously got the Friday launch that I did, plus the tutorials that I'm putting out, and all of the samples that I'm going to show you. I'm trying to make sure I've got a different representation across every single sample. So I'm going to be doing 2 different things today, but they're very fun and ones that people have been waiting for me to do. But this will allow you to create boy and girl, dad, mum, elderly. It's entirely up to you. I do want to evolve this more. I haven't got like a suit. I haven't got a bride and groom. There's no sports related ones. The sky's the limit. It has been popular. So we have had a successful launch, which is fab. So I'm hoping that that will allow me to, put forward another concept with those kind of things. So if you're thinking, oh, I'd love it to have that, hopefully we will, but it'll probably be in a good like 8 or 9 months time. But you can see how everything looks there. Once I show you the samples, it will make a bit more sense. But all of these little limbs and arms will all work on the mechanism. However, you can also make standalone paper puppets. All of these holes actually get hidden behind the body, so you don't see any of it. They would make nice just little dangles. You could put them on a gift bag. They could turn them into gift tags. You could put them on the topper on a gift bag or a gift box. So there's lots of other ways to use these as well. Definitely. Hey, Benita. Yeah, bride and groom would be fab. I'll keep up with the chat better in a minute when I'm not looking on my phone, because I'll be on my iPad and I just find it a bit easier to follow there. Yeah, so that's everything you get in that set there. And then to coordinate with those sets, you get these 2 new sets here. Well, my dad's into water sports, Anna, so I definitely would like to do, water sports. I think it'd be fab. This one here, you've got those that help others. And then this one is those who fix, make and build. So this one here, I've tried to do it so that I could get as much representation in the set. Some bits you might have to maybe snip something away, not add the stencil detail, and then it can become something else. So you can get really creative with this. I know lots of the guys that were in the Facebook Live on Friday, there was loads of really good ideas coming out in the chat. So yeah, once you get your sets, hopefully you're really enjoying them, because I know lots of people have already got theirs landing through the door. But things like this here will make your kind of firefighter, but you can also use this to be kind of like a chef outfit. It could also be like a doctor, like the scrubs. The little waistcoat here, that's like a security kind of arm, like, what's it called? Not waistcoat, what's it called? What is that called? Anyway, but it can also be like a life vest as well, style. Oh, I'm sure it will soon, Tez. Usually today they'll be on it. The queen of the puppets, Benita, yeah. That is stencil detail there. So that, all these little pockets, that's stencil detail. So you add that, it's just plain without. And then these are like scrubs. This could be a doctor's jacket. It could also be any other kind of jacket. Again, that's all stencil detail. You've got you've got stamped faces. That's something I should have said as well, because this set you've got die cut faces. And then in these sets, you've got stamped faces. So depending on what you want to do. And then you've got some fun puns. Hero, thank you, officer. Sound, you saved the day. Thank you for your service. Thanks for protecting me. Sound the alarm. There's a birthday to celebrate. Holy smokes, you're how old? And then this one, it's not a party until the handcuffs come out. You know, I like a fun pun. You've got the hose there. You've got your stethoscope. It's Monday. Got to find my words today. Lovely to see you on YouTube, especially as I don't have it. Oh, there's another one, Katie. Lovely to for you to say that. Thank you. Yeah, when I see those comments, I'm like, I really should be over here more, because this is where I originally started, kind of thing. This is like my home. But apart from uploading videos, I don't actually really do a lot of live. So it is not a New Year's resolution because I don't like them, but it is something I'm going to put more effort into doing. So we've got little handcuffs there. So I said ordered the wrong, oh, what was that? Ordered the wrong bundle. I need to order the mechanism. Silly me, did not return it, Carmen. Maybe has it been dispatched? Because if it's not been dispatched, give them a call or drop them an email, and you still might have time to halt it. So have a little look. Hopefully you can get that sorted. You've got a face mask. You got a syringe, walkie-talkie, little nurse's hat, truncheon. The what did we say this was called in the live? I couldn't think of the proper. There is a professional word, but we ended up just calling it an eye chart. Fire extinguisher, foghorn, I was calling it. Your firefighter's hat, police officer's hat, but that could be other things as well. And also something else, and this is no dig at the person that left the comment, because I think it's valid, but she said, oh, it'd be nice if you did a British police officer. You'll see in my sample in a minute. These are not country specific. The whole point of these sets is that they work worldwide. So I'd like you to be able to, recreate your firefighter in your country. The doctors and the scrub colours that they wear in your country. As soon as we make it specific just for the UK, then that just eliminates everybody else. And my sets have always been something that I'd like everybody to enjoy. We're all still going with the Snellen chart. So that is those that help others stamp and die set. And then we'll look at this again in a minute, by the way. I'm just, like I said, doing it now whilst people are joining. And then this one here, those who fix, make and build. So this one has these lovely little overalls. So you can have like a gardener. You can cut this, which I'm doing today, and it turns it into like a little apron. You've got shirt there, but again, can obviously work for anything. This is like your builder, your workman, your tradie. So you've got your work belt, you've got your shorts there without that stencil detail. They're just normal shorts, and then when you add the stencil detail, they look like more tradie shorts with the pockets. You've got your hard hat, and then you've got a mix of like icons for different kind of occupations there. So you've got like the plunger, you've got cleaning bits there, rubber gloves, they could also be garden gloves, chef's hat, you've got the broom, the light bulb for the electrician, frying pan, spatula and whisk, hammer, garden bits here, a spirit level. So again, try to just put quite a few things in there that represent lots of different trades. And then it says here, it sucks to be old, chef's kiss, I'm shocked you're still alive, you're toolrific, you're on another level, you're old now, mate, chef's kiss, and to the best handyman I know. Oh, and the future's looking bright. And again, you've got the two stamped faces there as well. Lovely, lovely set. I think out of the two, this one's my favourite. And then this is the new paper pad. Paper pads always do really well. This is the 8x8. So again, if you're not into any of the dies, you just like papers and you do your own thing. This is a lovely, just nice background one. You thought of everything. I do try. I always ask for more, and then you can only then, you work from there. So I always go in with lots of things, and they're like, right, well, we've got to pull up a few things out here, Sam. We can do this. We can do that. So I hope that my mail reached you in time, but a few hours ago I received a mail. Oh no. Oh, Carmen. So is it, you've already got the mechanisms, is that it? Or you need the mechanisms? Which bundle did you get? So this one here, you have the lovely garden images there. So good for a retirement card, a gardener. What else? Anyone else that works in the garden? And you've got your cleaner, if you know anyone. I was saying before as well, if you do craft fairs, things like this I think are going to be great for you know, people who have cleaning companies, maybe, you know, you could do some cards for their business or something, you know, because you can make, I can't remember what our angel policy is, but it's really, really good. And then when you've made like 200, you just have to change like a little bit, and then you can make another 200. So it's very forgiving, but you could do a lot. And I think these cards really stand out at a craft fair. They're kinetic. You can add real photos of family, which I'm doing today. The bobbleheads are fab, which is another one I'm doing today. There's your tool one. Oh, you need the mechanisms. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of glad it's that way around and not the other, and that you'd already had them, because obviously you can get those, but maybe see what CraftStash, see what customer service say. Might be able to sort something out for you. Ovals for a farmer. Yeah, there goes another good one. Farming. This one, like for you, yeah, farmer, chef, yeah, people that just like to cook. And if you love fussy cutting, you could cut these out as well. I love that one. I'm using that one today, actually. Then you've got your medical one. So again, in here is all that, like you've got a tooth. So obviously, if you're doing like a dentist, you've got the syringe, pills, a thermometer, doctor's bag, a heart with a heartbeat, plasters. There's all sorts in that one. And nice background. And then I think, was that it? Oh no, and then that one, another like tradey kind of one. Again, good for DIY. If your dad, any kind of person in your life likes to do lots of just kind of potter in the shed, then I think these make nice backgrounds for birthday cards, etc. Anything I've missed there? I did put a oh, I've just seen your other message, yeah. And then, like I said, if you've got the past mechanisms, these are the ones that we've done. So I've got the 6x6, which I haven't brought over here, but I've got a 6x6 version, and then you can buy your A2 and you can buy the 5x7. But these two and all of this is the main bundle that you can purchase. I think it's 68. I can't remember what the saving is on it. I know CraftStash are dropping things in. There is also a link as well, so you can shop the puppets and you can see everything that's on the site there. So that was the product. Like I said, I'm going to flip the camera around now. We can look at some samples and yeah, make some couple of fun cards, because yeah, I'm looking forward to one of them, because it's actually going to be a card for my friend's birthday next month. So let me just move that there, and then I'm just going to very professionally move you up and pop you up here. Sorry if you've got headphones. I'm going to turn the top light off in a sec, just so that we don't get glare. Pop that one away. Oh, I did that last time, spun you around, make you nice and dizzy. There we go. Right, let's just turn this one off. There we go. You won't get that shadow. Now I can see all the comments properly, which I prefer. Craft fairs are getting harder. Just about broken even after table and lunch costs at last one. Really? Yeah. I always find winter ones are hard though, just in general, because I don't know, I just don't think people have really got the motivation to go out as much. But still, it's not great, is it? But I think summer ones are still pretty good. Right, let's show you a couple of samples. I've got a lot here because I've also got some of the ones from the pet collection when we did that, because I haven't looked recently, but I know we offer on Friday. So some of them might have now gone, but we did do a few little deals with them. But if you like, obviously, maybe you make for charities, you might make for your local like rescue shelter, then the animal versions are really good. I'll show you those in a moment. But to show you what these do, here's one, for example. So this is using the A2 set, but I've actually popped it onto a 5x7 card blank. And I think the doing that is just really good, because it's just given me quite a lot of space to be able to stamp my message. But I think he's adorable. Now, with the people as well, I also think they work better with dangly legs, so just wobbly legs. So his legs wobble, and then he will bob up and down, and he's waving his spirit level and his screwdriver. And you can see the papers there. To the best handyman I know, I'm shocked you're still alive. So again, we've got the fun puns relative to all like different trades and stuff, but I think that's super fun. Stands up really nice. It's on a top fold 5x7. I punched the little hole there. I've just got a 1/2 inch circle punch. It's just really handy. It just gives you that finger pull, that kind of space then to be able to grip it. But that's just one example, and you can see the papers in the background there as well. Hey Cheryl, early here in Colorado. Thank you for joining. Hey Debbie. Yeah, people are looking but not spending like they did before. Oh, it's a shame, isn't it? And then what other one have we got? Oh, I'll show you. This is a 5x7. So this is a mini me. So this is how I look most weekends whilst I'm renovating the cottage. You can see the nice papers in the background. The future's looking bright. You're tool-rific. And there I am. Too many jobs to do. Running around the house. But you can see the overalls there. The little tool belt. Oh, the boots. I need to mention that as well. The boots, the die wasn't flipped. So you've got 2 left feet, but it's fine because you just have to flip the boot. So it doesn't actually make it any difference. They still work fine. But just in case when you get them out, yeah, it was missed by the designer, but it's a very minor thing. But I just wanted to make sure I say that during both the lives. CraftStash, yeah, they wouldn't have picked it up till today, Carmen. No one's in over the weekend. So yes, that's another one, and you can see the difference here between the two. That's a stamped face and that's a die cut face. So again, obviously you are working with little dies there, so if you don't like things too fiddly, although it's a fiddly collection, I'm not going to lie, you know, you're working with smaller bits, small little arms, and you know, the hair and all that lot. So if you love that kind of thing, then they're very, very fun to do. I thoroughly enjoyed making these. One of my favorites is this one here. And this is the 6x6 set, and I've popped it onto a 5x7 card blank, which I think is actually really good. Again, it's giving it a bit more of a modern, more contemporary look, having your sentiments stamped around the white space here. I think it looks really nice. So you've got hero, you saved the day, thank you officer. You know, I'm sure many of us have had a time where, you know, someone's helped us in terms of, you know, someone in the forces, police officers, whatever. Why not send them a fun card? This will certainly make them smile. Renee, hello. Rennie or Renee. And again, just show you how this one works. But if you're wanting to look more British, give them a white t-shirt, you know. So just change the colours to work for what you have. All the elements are pretty, like I said, they're plain. You add in the stencil detail if you want it to be added, because this could be a nice little vest over like a long sleeve top or something, and then you could emboss it and make it like a little knitted sweater or something. All right, Avril, thanks. Nobody knows on YouTube. Shh. Anyway, I don't know who that was, and I've got no one to thank for that, so no. I'm not thanking anybody. Lovely Gemma, as always. Gemma makes fab samples for me, and I'm going to be recreating I'm calling these bobblehead ones, but she's done this one here using Changing Faces. So in November, I launched the Changing Faces 2. And no, that's a lie. Beginning of December, wasn't it? Yeah, beginning of December, so last month, Changing Faces 2. And what I like that she's done here is all of these pieces she's die cut in white, and then she's coloured them in with her alcohol markers, and it gives it a completely different look. So she's got the future's looking bright, you've got your cleaner there, and then she's just moving one arm. So again, there's lots of different ways to use these puppets. You don't have to have all 4 limbs like the police officer. You don't have to have, you know, so far what I've shown you, they're all different. He's got his wobbly legs and his waving arms. He's got all 4 limbs, and then she's just got one arm. Thank you. I'm so laughing at the chat with Lou. Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it? We've heard the story before, but we'd love to hear it again. No. Question, will your large 3D frames ever come back in? Large 3D frames. Do you mean what go on standard display? None of the seasonal stuff will come back in. The actual standard display, the main mechanism, is coming back in a few months time. But we've got new frames. So yeah, the actual frames, because it's Christmas, that's the ones you're meaning, possibly. Then no, that's it. Seasonal stuff, hardly anybody ever brings back in. I don't know any craft company will redo. Unless they've got stock left over, but they won't order it again for the next year because they'll be designing something new. So you'd have to probably look on the selling groups, see if anybody's selling it on there. You're laughing. So there's a lovely one there from Gemma. So again, I don't know if Gemma's in. I know that she's got a lot going on she's moved house, so she's setting up her craft room. What other one we got? This one here Gemma's done. So this is using just the basic set here, and she's turned his outfit into like a, what's it called? What's that called? Oh my god, why can't I think what that's called? A hoodie and tracksuit. And you got all the football bits, and a lot of my past collections really mix and match nicely as well. And then you can see his arms move. You're old now, mate. That might be in the colours of his local team. This one's funny. It's another one Gemma did with the bobblehead. This one made us laugh a lot. Well, made me laugh a lot on Friday. Again, we'll keep it PG because it's early and it's Monday. You're all too horrific. I like that one. But then that's the girl. So I just did her. She's just plain. This one, the tutorial will be going up. I'm starting off with this one on my channel, but that's her there. You've got different hairstyles as well. She's just got wobbly legs. Obviously, if you've got a skirt on, if her legs go up like that, this looks weird. So that's why the dangly legs will work well with some. But then if you want to have them moving, you can just have the legs like that on the officer. Oh, I knew they weren't going to stay up. Let's just pop them back because I'm going to have to put them all back anyway. Again, so she's got the wobbly legs and then her arms. Happy birthday, it sucks to be old. Just really basic. You could add balloons to this and do a lot more, but I just wanted to focus on putting that together in the video. What else we got? We've got the doctor. Oh, we've got a couple of firefighters here. So you can see this is a nice example of making them work for where it is you live in the world. Oh, do tell new frames. Yeah, new frames. Yeah. But no, I can't tell. There's other collections before I haven't done sneak peeks for yet. So so I've got a red one here, which I've popped on the 6x6, and I've created that really cool background using the distress spritzes, which I love. I just thought it worked really well to create like a fire kind of theme. And again, the sentiments on there: sound the alarm, there's a birthday to celebrate, and holy smokes, you're how old. And then he's got his arm moving there. And then Gemma's done this one with the big bobblehead. And I don't know if it's going to do it, but I don't know what it is, but there's something that kind of catches, but it's a good, it's good. And his leg, like, he gets like a nervous twitch, but I don't know if it's going to do it. So let's see. There, look, see, it like just flicks if I drop it down. But his legs aren't meant to move, they just dangle. But it's the way it kind of, I don't know, it was really making me laugh when she's, there you go, look. It's just so much fun. I love them. But yeah, she's just coloured that all in using the alcohol markers. Holy smokes, you're how old? I think it's brilliant. Love it. Should I specify that I meant the cards? I love that. Yeah. And then this one. So we've got two different kind of doctor styles. We've got a little gatefold using the A2. And then I've done the 5x7. See how they work there. I think they look great. You lot are terrible. Thank you for everyone watching as well, because I'm sure there's, not everybody chats and people are watching in the background whilst they do other things. So thank you for joining. Oh, and then these are the two I did on Friday. So I've done an optician. I've finished her face because I didn't like the way I stamped it during the live, but I've added the eye charts there and then googly eyes along the side there, just as a fun little touch. You can see how she works. So again, she's just got wobbly legs and then her arms. I think it's fab. And then we've done a cleaner. And then just to quickly show you a couple of the animal ones, just again for anybody who's maybe never seen them. So this is the guinea pig. I love these. Have a great week. Just send that someone for the sake of sending a card. And I think it'd certainly make them smile to kickstart their week. So you got that one. You've got... This is another one I love. This was like a little kind of concertina fold. Slow and steady wins the race. And like I said, there's a mix of these still available. Not everyone is available. You've got the dog there, but these all work on that mechanism. So if you've maybe already brought the bundle from last week with the mechanisms, you might think, actually, I quite like a dog, or the turtle. Like I said, I don't know if they're all available anymore, but just the little sets work on their own now. We've got the bird there. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that one, Avril. Another bird style, so I did this as a box card. So you don't have to put the mechanisms just on a blank card. You can turn them into a 3D make. So I cut the holes into the acetate. Again, I think this tutorial's up on the channel. What else? And then one more here, we've got the cat. So again, I've done a little A2 version. And the black cat's good for Halloween. A bit squeaky, that one. These are quite old now, and they have had trips to TV and so on, so they've travelled well. Hey Beth, thanks for joining. Teacher and school items, yeah. I'm sorry I'm late. I dashed around Tesco to get back, then realised I needed petrol. And there was a... Oh, Marilyn, thanks for coming in. So yeah, so those are what I've got so far. There's other cards here, but that's the change in fate. Oh, and I've got the boy there as well. Forgot about the boy. I'm just going to put these back carefully because I don't want to catch... So if you store them all away neatly and well, then they do last. There's the boy. Again, I put that on an A2. You're how old? No, you're old now, mate. I think it's time to get lit. Right. So today I'm going to make a chef or a baker. A cook, can be anything really. And I'm using the bubble head, and then I'm doing a vet, and it's one of my best friends, and I'm using her face. So slightly different. I've already cut everything, so there won't be any die cutting. You'll see all that in my videos and the tutorials when they go out. But you can see what I've started to do here. So nothing's stuck down. We'll do this one first, and it's using the A2 set. I've actually pulled out the paper pad from... What did I launch this one with? Moving Scenes, it says it there. Oh, there we go. Gorgeous guinea pig. 15% off. There you go. So you can get yourself a little deal. That offer isn't always like that. So it's just because we're launching the puppets. So you can get yourself a little bit of an extra discount off of some of those older sets. So with all of the die sets you get, well, these two sets, sorry, you get your main plate, you get your arrow, and you get your pull tab. You can also use, if you've got my action stamp set, which has got all your different action words: push, pull, turn, twist, up, sway, swing, round, spin, flip, tuck. And you've got arrows there as well. Different fonts, different sizes of those words repeated. So it should work on lots of kinetic cards if you like to make that kind of thing. Or if your card, maybe it might just be a fold that's got an extra fold that you need to lift or tuck or something. You can just give them that simple instruction. So it's a handy set. Again, don't know if it's still available. A lot of this is, again, anybody who's new, over on Facebook on a Friday, and just my general kind of values of Made to Surprise is I use very old sets with very new. I don't want things just sitting in your stash and you use it once and then you never hear or see anyone use it again. On my Friday, I do a mix and match. So I will use older collections with sometimes like the first collection I ever brought out, which is nearly 5 years old. So some of the things I show you may well not be available anymore, but that's because I want it to still be of value to people that have brought it. So there may be times when you'll be like, oh, I really want that one. So apologies. Things like this we will try and keep in stock because it's a good core piece. But yeah, you'll often see me mixing things together because sometimes it might just need a new lease of life and then everyone gets really inspired by it again. That's what I like. So I try to always think about a lot of other past collections that things will work with. So yeah, so you can enjoy it all. So yeah, that's the paper pad. So I've cut it out with the die set. You want to cut this one, if you're using pattern paper, you want to cut it in your pattern paper and then also in a 300 heavyweight cardstock and stick them together. Because this is what, the mechanism is all going to work off this. So you want it to be a nice strong, a 5x7 card, top fold card. So again, I just want that style of, although it's a smaller one, so pop this onto your A2 one if that's what you want, if you want to make a smaller card. But I quite like, I don't make this size. We did this for our US market, but it's nice for people to see that you can also use it on our size cards. And like I said, I'm going to have my message at the bottom here. So I've cut the pull tab as well, cut them twice, stuck them together, and then I've cut the arrow on the top. Now, if you're going to have all 4 limbs moving, then you'll need 8 5mm brads. Now, we do have the brads on site. I'm not sure if they sold out on Friday, but you want the 5mm brads. To know if your brads are 5mm, you just want to measure the head of the brad or split pin. So just measure the diameter there. Might be like 4.55. Some of them have them listed slightly different. The 8mm ones will work, but you might find that the actual piece that goes through the hole is a bit thicker. You might get a bit of scratching, maybe a little bit of resistance. You could, if you wanted to, punch the hole a little bit bigger, I guess. But obviously then you are kind of changing the mechanism a little bit. But ideally, you want to get the 5mm. If you've got just silver ones or gold ones, you can also colour them with your alcohol markers. Because there are times, again, I'm going over things that I mentioned on Friday just to make sure I say it all. With the human like puppets that we've got here, we're working with much smaller body parts, thin arms, waist. Whereas when we had like the, for example, if I show you the, here we go. He's got such a big body. He covers all of the mechanism underneath. But some of the human ones, you might see some of the mechanism. You can cover it with different icons and kind of like build the scene, cover it with birthday presents or balloons and stuff like that. But, you know, do take that into account. You are going to see them in some of the card styles, not all of them. I mean, for that one example, you do see them. These brads were actually blue and I just coloured them with my black alcohol marker. But I also like that you can see them because I think it's a puppet card, and this is how we kind of put puppets together when I was younger, and we'd use string and we'd use the fabric or the string brads, if anyone remembers them. I think they still use them in offices. So it's all part of it. So, you know, don't worry if you do see it, because I actually think it does look good. Hey Amanda, that's all right, no need to apologise. So yeah, you'll need the least amount of brad you'd need to do just one arm would be 2. And if you have the arms moving, both arms, then you'd need 4 brads. Yeah, and then 6 if you wanted just one leg moving, and then 8 if you had all 4. But across all of the lives and the demos that I've done, all of my past videos, which are all on YouTube, on my Made to Surprise channel under Puppets playlist, there will be so many different videos for you to go back and look at if you're a little bit unsure, even down to like the firefighter with just the one arm. I show you how I've done that. So yeah, there's loads of inspiration. Brads are still on discount for just one more day, 10% off, and they're good anyway. I think they're only £4.9. Is it £4 something? So if you're VIP, plus you get these 10%, the offer price as well. So, and I think there's 200 in that pack. So there's loads. So I'm just gonna have a quick drink. Okay, now you can probably see here I've got a face. So this is my friend Karen. She's my bestie from, well, we've known each other since we were 11, and I'm now in my 40s, so it's been a long time. And she's part of my bestie group. There's 6 of us, all from school, who are still very, very close. But she is my vet friend. She's Monty's. She looks after Monty whenever I've had issues with him. I've been ringing her going, what's this noise he's making? Oh my God, he's doing this. And she's always really calm and brilliant. So her birthday's next month. It's actually on Valentine's Day. She might see this. No, she won't actually, because it's on YouTube, so I doubt she'd see this. And she'll be in work anyway. And I thought I'm going to do a kind of more larger head on her scrubs body. I've got the neck as well, because I've not used a photo yet, and I've mentioned using the photo, you know, many times. So I think it'd be good to show how I've done that. And then, like I said, for the next one, we're going to use one of the changing faces. So what you want to do first, because I'm going to have, only going to have her 2 arms moving on this one. Because I've got the trousers that don't move, so these trousers are just, you know, as they are. So I've got the 2 arms here, and I've used the Antique Linen Distressed Oxide ink just to add a little bit of like depth, a little bit of shading. Obviously, you know, try and match to whatever skin tone it is you're trying to do. And then you're going to take one of your brads and you're going to pop it through the outer hole first of all, and you're going to attach it to here. Now the top two are for your arms, bottom two are for your legs, and then pop that through there. And then what I like to do is when you open up the brad, just slightly prise them away from each other, and then when you fold it over like your piercing tool or your pokey tool or something. That way you won't get like a squeaky scratchy sound, and you'll get a really nice swinging movement. So you can see there the arm just moves freely, which is what you want. So again, get the next one, take my brad. So I've just got these brads that kind of match the scrubs, and then again slightly open it up and then just fold it over. So if you just push it down, it's fine, but you just, like I said, you might get a little bit of a scratchy sound. So now I've got two of my swinging arms. So I don't need to do anything with the bottom part. I'm not attaching any swinging legs. Everything else I stick is going to be stuck to the trousers. So what I'm actually going to do is snip away the bottom part. Don't need it at all. Okay. And you might find that part when it moves down, you might see it like appearing like by the crotch of the trousers or something. So just snip it away. Next, we're going to pop this piece now through the slot. Okay, and then you're going to take your other brad, and then these top two holes line up with the arm holes here, and then these two would be for the legs, but we're not going to use them. Now that again will be a good example for me to show you in a minute how you can kind of hide them. And then you're going to slot it through, and then again just opening up the brad just slightly. And the good thing is if you put this in, you're like, actually I don't like that, or I want to change something, just undo the brad. It's a really forgiving card style until you stick it onto this, but even at that point I've lifted it off, to be fair. But it's, yeah, you can kind of go back and change things. So again, just popped it through that one. So I haven't pushed these really heavily onto the card, but now we've got this odd looking, but I think it looks great. But you want that to all work nicely. If for any reason it's not, then take it out and try again. So that's all going to sit in there, and then this is going to go towards. Now before I forget, I'm going to punch my finger pull. Like I said, just if you've got a little 1/2 inch circle, maybe you've got a circle die, like the smallest circle die from a set of nesting dies, just punch a semicircle, and then that will sit, and it just makes it easy for you to pull that part. Okay, leave that to one side for a minute. So now I want to start creating my mini Karen. That's my mate. So I'm going to use the neck that comes in the set. So if I go back to the die sets here, so you get two different necks. You get your wider neck and your thinner neck. So I'm going to use that neck, and I've just used some of the, like I said, antique linen, and it's going to go behind like so, and then that's going to go on there. In fact, I might pop it on the shirt first, and that way I know how much to stick. Yeah, I'll do it this way. So just pop that behind and line it up with the top of the shoulders there. Hey Simone, like that, it reminds me of Toy Story. Yeah, like I said, there's so much you can do with this. I'll definitely be using this on a card for Charlie, I think, next year. And then I want to stick the trousers just behind. Like so. Okay. Now, because the legs aren't going to move, I have still cut them because I want to show a little bit of her ankle. And then I'm going to use the trainers instead. But you probably, yeah, you're not really going to see it anyway. You might put it under. So actually, no, that's it again. I'm just giving you different choices. If you use the pumps, so you've got your more masculine leg here. You see the shape of that leg is the same shape as the trainer. So that will just stick over. Then you can see the leg here, which is the one that I've used. That will fit the tiny little pumps on, okay? Now I could use the pumps on this, but she would more likely wear these, her trainers. So that's why I've used them. So you don't actually need any of that for the shoe that I'm using because you're not going to see it. So I think I'm going to have it like the trousers because they're quite wide, the scrubs. So I'm just going to add a little glue to the top and then just stick that So, hey everyone, thank you for joining. How is everybody anyway? I've been, just nattering on. How are we all? What have we done? What's everyone been up to at the weekend? Did you get much crafting done? Have you all taken down your decorations if you put them up? Mine's all down now. Yeah, what you been doing? Tell me, you know I'm nosy. I like to know what everyone's up to. And if you're crafting today, what are you doing? What's on your desk? Okay, so now we've got the shoes. Next, we want to attach this. And then I'm going to attach Karen's head. Yeah, I think I'll do it. Or do I do it first? Doesn't really matter. No, maybe, no, I'll do it now. I can always move it. Can't wait until my collection arrives to have a play with it. I'm stuck on the sofa with major back and hip. Oh no. So my mini MTS die cutting machine and some white card and I'll be all set. Oh. Snow day today, so we're playing in the kitchen. How much snow have you had, Avril? Some people have had like 7-10 inches of snow. Oh, trying to reactivate my crafting mode. It's a weird one. I must admit, when I stepped back in the craft room on Thursday last week, so that's when I came back in, and it was a bit like, oh, where do I start? It's getting into it. This has helped me get into just crafting in general, but I've got to start doing videos. Tomorrow is going to be a big YouTube filming day for me. Well, in fact, the rest of this week is. I need to get lots of content out. Eating my body weight in chocolate and shortbread. Oh, Barbara, sorry I missed yours. Snowed in 3 feet of snow. So I don't want the snow, but being snowed in is not so bad, is it? If you've got everything in, you've got good heating, you've got the food, you've got no emergencies, it's just all safe and everyone's happy, then it's lovely. But normal working life, no, the snow's horrendous. Not done much over the weekend and not doing anything today either. I'm attempting to make a card. I have my 3D printer on in the background. No Christmas bits out. It's odd. I've been working on birthday cards and a mini calendar. I make one each month. Nice. Hey, Donna. Not enough sleep, too much stress, and a lack of... Yeah, not good mix, is it? It's pretty bad here. Schools, etc. are closed, but 10k down the road is fine. I remember once when I used to work in Exeter and lived in Plymouth, I was snowed in, couldn't get out of my road. But it was fine everywhere else. But bear in mind, where I lived at that point was right on the tip of the moors. So the weather, it had its own little microclimate kind of thing. And my boss, when I worked there, my area manager, because it was my store, but she was then my boss of the area, she just couldn't get her head around it. And I had to literally go out and show her. I had to film it, like she was a bit like that, to prove, because from, what she saw on the TV and what was in my area where I worked in terms of the store in Exeter, which was 40 miles up the road, was fine. So yeah, trying to explain that. I can't get out of the house was, I always remember that. Right, so we've got Karen. You can see she's coming along quite nicely. So now we need to pop her onto this. So you want to grab yourself some foam pads. And basically you want to double up the foam so it's either the same kind of height or just above the brads, because they're quite thick. If it's not as tall, your puppet's going to dip. It's just not going to look very good. Hey Sharon. No snow but record breaking below 0 temperatures. Why? What's it been for you, Kay? I mean, it was cold. But I'm just curious. So I'm just cutting a strip and then I'm just going to cut some little bits. If you've got smaller foam pads and just use them, but this is the CraftStash foam sheets and I love them. I use them for everything. So I've got lots of like bits of them, so I'm just getting through them. And then you want to push this down so it sits within the semicircle, and then you're going to pop these just in the little right angle of the mechanism here. Now make sure it's going to sit behind the body. You don't want to see that foam, and you don't want it to be so close that it stops the mechanism working. So just one piece and then pop the other on top. Again, this is the same way as all the other puppets, so whether you're watching a tutorial from 3 years ago, you will hear me sounding exactly the same and saying exactly the same. So if you're watching me put together the dog puppet, it will be the same. Yeah. I'm very repetitive. I would rather have snow than this pouring rain. We have clay, so the water is... Oh no, it's not draining. Yeah, it's not good. Just fold that one over actually. Oh gosh, lots of people saying things. I made a showstopper card for a friend. He is retiring after 47 years working at the same boss. I used the changing faces to make him. It worked out perfectly. Oh, I saw someone shared in the group. They made a friend of theirs, this guy, and he had like a Hawaiian shirt on and he had curly hair and black glasses, and it was brilliant. It was so good. And she put the photo of him in real life next to it so you could see just how realistic it looked. So if you've not seen that, head over to, shameless plug on CraftStash's page, but head over to my Facebook group, Mixed Up Crafters. It's a lovely group. We've got loads of people in it. And just the stuff that gets shared is fantastic. So, if you want lots of inspiration, head over there. Now, I'm also going to pop some foam behind to support Karen's head. So I'm just going to double up a little bit of that foam again. Some you won't need to. Again, some puppets will be smaller. I mean, if you've got the big bobble heads, then they're going to come over. But others, they might not need it. I also made 5 out of 6 birthday cards. My bestie has asked me to make 2 more for her by Thursday. Keeps you busy. I would have done that one. Yeah, I was glad the creche said they were closing because I don't know how I'd have explained that I needed a day off today because I wouldn't drive in that. Don't blame me, it's not safe, is it? Flew home on Saturday, just missed Bristol Airport closing down. Oh yeah, I saw that. Sunday saw the Three Kings parade in our village. Made 1 card, now I'm putting away my Christmas stuff so I can start on birthdays. Oh, nice. Okay, so you want to line up. So keep that where it is. And then you just want to make sure that the arms look like they're not going to look odd. You just want to keep moving it. So they're kind of in that space where you'd expect them. When it's resting, and then when they come up, you kind of just keep moving it around until you're kind of happy. I think that's good. So I'm going to just push the head down and then the rest of the body. So here, can you see slightly those little, what do you call it? The holes there. So what you can do, just move her across a bit. There we go. Is use things like the different icons. I mean, I didn't want to mix too many collections with this because it's a launch of just this. But as she's a vet, I've got loads of animal stamps, so I can have a little dog and a cat either side, and that would cover the little holes there. But just for the sake of this, I'm not going to do it this way. I'm going to leave them, and I will add those things, later on. But you could add, any relevant icons, just next to it, and those holes have completely disappeared. So just, like I said, it won't be for everyone because they're all different. If you've got like the jacket, for example, or the fireman, they're much thicker, so they cover it all. It was really good, wasn't it? I'm all caught up, but I'm loving this. I think it looks so good. And then another thing you can do as well is add a little bit of shape. So just a little curl on the sides. She'll find this hilarious. I think she'll take this into work and go, look what my mate made me. And it just gives you a bit of a drop shadow. Love it. And then I've got, this doesn't open up, but if you just snip down the middle there, you can then actually have it so it's around their neck and it won't interfere with the mechanism. There we go. Now I'm going to stick these, let's do a little glue, and then I just clip it under the thumb like so, and just make sure you don't get any glue on the... This is so good. It's so funny working with someone when you're making a card. I'll text her later, go, I made your card today. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, don't go peeking, but I made you a card today. They loved my cards. I put a post up on my Facebook. She's in the picture, actually. They weren't all there. 4 of my closest friends were in the picture, but I gave them all the light up stand and display cards. And then on New Year's Eve, we had a party and her husband was there and he came up to me and he said, we loved your card, Sam. It was brilliant. So that was quite nice. So I know Wayne, her partner or her husband, he'll think this is brilliant. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue just under, just a couple of the areas there where that kind of sits on her And then I'm going to have Hero, You Saved the Day is what I'm going to stamp underneath. But I will get probably a little picture of Monty maybe, get some paw prints stamped from just older sets that I've got, just to kind of bring it all together. You saw that as well. It was nice, wasn't it? So now I'm just going to sit this down on here. That's going to be kind of there. And then I want to have, just lay this down. Hero. Oop. You Save the Date. Just kind of get that in place so I know where I'm stamping. Oop. So yeah, if you're not following me on Facebook, head over to Mixed Up Craft, because there's an album, Puppets album there, and that's where I'm uploading all the pictures. So I uploaded this morning the 2 I made on Friday. On Thursday, I put all of the ones that I've made. Oh no, earlier Friday that day, sorry. I put all of the ones I've made so far. Plus there's all the old ones in there as well. That looks pretty cool. Totally shifted that then. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Sorry, I keep getting my head in the way. And then to attach it, I just want to use the foam. You can just use tape if you don't want to use foam. And you can go right over the brads. Nothing's going to, you know, that won't affect the mechanism. Now obviously with the A2, if you want it to fit in your envelope, this one here, you'd have to move her up a bit. I don't know if it would work with the bobble head. You just have to make a bigger envelope. But usually you just move the arms and the legs up and then it goes into the envelope. It will fit because this is smaller than A2. It gives you a border when you put it on an A2 card. So you just have to play around with that. Again, it's all explained in past videos. So yeah, they do all fit. And then again, keep that down in that space. And a little bit of a white border at the top. Like I said, a couple of little bits I'm going to add to that later, and I'll get a photo up of it once I've done that. If I don't do it today, it will be this week, because I like to get them done. I don't like cards sitting on my desk unfinished. An actual photo of somebody onto little puppets. I think it's very, very cute. Oh, is that still working? Oh, I thought it would, yeah. I've just seen that. I don't know if I'm getting all the comments coming up because I've just seen one on there. I'm just going to come off and come back in a minute and showing what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's not loaded now, but I am live. Where's the chat gone? 2 secs. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, that's given you some inspiration there. Sam won't leave you hanging, pardon the pun. I've just seen the one with the Hawaiian shirt. It's fantastic. It's good, isn't it, Lynette? I love it. There's the comment I just saw. Jeans. Good morning, Sam from Snowbound. Is it? Was that? No, that's in UK, yeah? They get snow in St. Louis? I don't know. No, that's got to be in the UK. It's like we've got a Boston in the UK. Right, so there is the A2 shown. So quick little interval if anybody wants to nip to the loo, get a fresh drink while I just kind of tidy. Not that I've got much to tidy, to be fair, but we can have a little stop. So yeah, so that was using this set. So you can see the little scrubs there that I used. And then the trainers in this one here. And the arms just here. And then the A2 set from this. Oh, and then the papers, yeah. This little pad here, which I just love. So that is her card, almost done. I've got Nan's Valentine's card there, which is all finished. For anybody who's not seen it, because again, I did this on Facebook, but it's using the bobblehead, which I'm going to use in a minute. Oh, that one's fallen down. Let me just re-stick that. I wonder why. Maybe I didn't stick it properly. Clearly I didn't, because that's why it's come off. That one. So it's not all of her family, but it's just from my family. There's Nan. She's going to be 89 in May. And this is our Valentine's card that we made during a Facebook Live. I think it's the USA because they've got, oh, okay, I didn't realise. Sorry, in you. Oh, again, you're up early and I didn't think there was snow there for some reason. I don't know why, but again. We got over 6 inches with 3 inches of ice below. Oh gosh, that's really dangerous. Not good at all. So yeah, that's an idea again. If you've got my showstopper, that's the 5x7 trifold. Changing faces. And yeah, we made a mini Nan with some of her favourite family. How big did you make your photo? That was just how big it was in the photo when I printed it. It's just normal size. But just, yeah, blow out. It's up to you, isn't it? I mean, if you want the measurement of that, I mean, I'm going even bigger on the next card in a minute. Her face is 4 centimetres, 1.5 inches, roughly. But like I said, I didn't play around with the measurement. I just printed it as it was. So yeah, just thought I'd show you that one. Oh, there's the rabbit as well. Because I'm going to use this year for Easter. Because I've had it for now, like a couple of years. So I'm actually going to get this used. I think Charlie's going to love this. So I made this easel card. There's already a tutorial for this. But I've kept it back because like I said, these have gone on TV. But he'll love that. So that's going to be his Easter card. I might add some Easter eggs along the bottom there. You're hopping mad. Oh, that's how it works. Sorry, it's the little square one. There we go. Isn't that cool? You're hopping mad, which he is. I've got him a fun game for us to play for Easter as well. So that's going to be his card this year. Okay, so next one, we're going to be doing a chef. But the chef's going to have a bobblehead. So we've got a big Changing Faces bobblehead there. We're using this set and that one there. And I've used the 5x7 set. So this one, so you just cut it the same way. I'll talk you through that again in a minute. And then I've taken the papers from the new pad. The ones with all the food on there. Strange weather patterns in the USA. We don't have any snow in southwest Colorado. It's just odd everywhere, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, the UK is always odd. It's never been normal, so there's no change there for us. In the UK, you're best taking out your raincoat, your swimming clothes, a vest top, an umbrella, ski boots. Just take it all with you because you'll get that many different kind of changes in the weather throughout the day. So yeah. Oh, and then again, CraftStash has shared the link there to the full collection. So again, cut the main plate and then I've cut it again in white card and just stuck the two together there so it's nice and strong. And then I've got a 5x7 top fold again, and I've just added a small matte layer of the green card there just so I had a little bit of a green frame. You can see just looked a little bit lost against the white, so just having that little frame helped. And I've got the pull tab here. And I'm going to, I didn't do the arrow, so I will use a stamp. I'll just use this one. Did I put it back in there? Oh, we'll do that in a minute anyway. I don't need to worry too much. So I have created his face. That's using the latest. These are the Changing Faces that launched at the beginning of last month. So I've taken this set and I've created this face here, minus the goatee. Again, that's all in there. You've got the hands, jazz hands. They're brilliant. This one is lovely. You can see, go back onto CraftStash and on my pages you can see all the launches of these. They're lovely. They're up there as one of my favourite ever collections that I've done, and again what people have made with them is hilarious, and the cards and the lives that I've done when I make these have been hilarious as well. So, but lots of you have made your own mini me's, you've made family members, and they're just a laugh. Really like these. You've got the hand heart in that one, and they all mix. So you could have, that hair on that facial expression. You could put those eyes with that mouth. There's endless ways. There's more expressions that you can create with this. So I just made hot chocolate with my new Tasmo. Fancy, very nice. I do like hot chocolate. I'm starting to get quite hungry actually. Cool, my son is a chef and I have to make his birthday card for the 4th of February. Perfect. Oh, I'm glad. Well, I'm just doing mine as like a chef baker, kind of just all round kind of cook. But obviously, yeah, easy for you to make however you want. So I've taken the overalls and I've cut them just above where the crutch is, just to create a little apron. Again, you can also, I didn't mention that, but you can cut them so they're just little shorts. So it's more of like a jumpsuit. You know, it's when I was putting this all together, I was like, I had it all separate and then they were like, we can't have that many dies. So then it's like, right, just do it that size and then we can snip into it, which is what I've done. Sorry if you hear the dogs there. Oh, I'll caught up there. So leave that to one side for a minute and I want to start building him. So for this one, I'm going to have the legs and arms. So all 4 limbs are going to be moving. So we need to stick, don't need to worry about the arms. They go on as they are. But for the legs, we want to, you got the trousers here. So I've cut them in white. You're going to stick them over the legs and line up the circles or the little holes there. So I'm just going to add a little glue. Come down a bit more there. And then sit this down over the top and just make sure you line up the holes there. Okay, I love the Faces collection. I made a card for a boy who shares my birthday and he screamed, "That's me." Oh, I love that. Oh, yeah, brilliant. Yeah, yeah, I've done the mini Charlie, haven't I? Yeah, I've done a mini Charlie. I'm sure I have. Cool, I've done that one. And then again. Like so, and then I'm going to add, I've done just black trainers. I've done this isn't, well, no, it's not an XXX, but I went out with a chef for many years, but he always had black, like, almost like Crocs, that's what he wore, so I've just done them like that. But again, obviously you do whatever. In fact, he's got some ankles showing there, although he did wear trousers like that. This is weird. I hope you don't see this. Oh, it's weird. Anyway, I'd love the Faces collection. I made a card. I've done that one. Okay, so we've got those, and then this will go over the top. So good for a baker as well, and then that's going to go like so with the arms. We're going to change that neck, so I'll show you how you swap it to fit onto this. Obviously, it's got to go onto that tiny neck. So in fact, we'll do that next. All you want to do is you're going to cut around, you're going to cut that completely off, just remove your neck. And now it's brilliant. I'm sorry, I'm going to blow my own trumpet. It's blimmin' brilliant. I love them. I think they're so good. And this is another example. If you stick all that down, it's a solid piece. It doesn't have to be a mechanism on a card. That could now go onto the front of a gift bag. It could just be a little dangle that you hang in the craft room, or you put, I don't know, it could be a graduation. That was something else we said. We've got the graduation caps in the stamp set from past collections. You know, you could easily make this here into like all black, so it's like a gown, and it could be a graduation. You know, you could put a little gift card on it or something. This collection is violent. But how he's so good, looking at him through the camera. He looks brilliant. And then you got the little chef's hat, which I might have in the back, but I thought, yeah, look, I love just the different proportions, just playing around with the, it doesn't have to match. I think they work because everything is out of size. It's not, you know, how it should be. But that's how he's going to be. I love him. I know. Sorry, Tez. Okay, at first I thought he wasn't wearing pants. You could have a naked chef. Good Valentine's card. Yeah, ladies and men. Love this set. Has me thinking of cards for my adult daughters. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait to see what else you lot do. We've been waiting for these extra bits. So, right. So next I'm going to stick this together because this is going to be separate. So just a little bit of glue. And then just line up the top there again with the kind of shape of the shoulders. You would see the sides of the shirt because it would be tied around, so I'm going to leave that, but if you wanted to trim that off you can, but I'm going to leave it. The shirt. Oh dear. And then you could use the naughty puns, the fun puns. What I've got, you're on a promise tonight, or it's not a party until the handcuffs come out. There's a few other naughty ones that we've got as well. And again, I'm not saying anything because it's daytime, but for anybody, I've done some fun adult stamp sets, sentiments mainly. And that was probably about 6 months ago now. But those mixed in with for Valentine's, I think would be brilliant. I'll call CraftStash, take it out. So now we can add a little glue there. Pop his head on. I've got a video that shows you how to build your faces. I've done that all as a separate video, so you can, again, that's already up on the channel. So we're going to take this one again and the 4 limbs. And then this time I need 8 brads. So I think I'm going to use, try and do white brads for the top arms because that's got the t-shirt. But then also the legs, so maybe I wonder if I can get 8 white ones. I think I struggled. Didn't think I had enough. Maybe I'll be all right actually. 4, oh, there's one there. 5, 6. Oh no, I think I'm okay. Don't be that over there. 6, 7, 8. There we go. Ooh, try and pick these up with my nails. Okay. The adult sentiments would be amazing with it. What glue are you using? So this is the Belly Arts glue, which is available on CraftStash. I've been using it now for, I'd say, a good 6 months. It took me a while to get used to it, just because I was so used to using the, what's it called? Acrylic glue from Cosmic Shimmer, which they're both great glues. So it's just, obviously, when you've been using something for so long and then you change it, it takes a while to get used to it. So again, you can do exactly the same thing. So take your first limb, pop it through the outer hole, and then pop it through your pull. And just fold that over. So I'm just going to whiz through these whilst keeping an eye on the chat, because I've explained all this in the first one. Sam, your talent and humour makes my day. I love what you do. Oh, thank you, Jean. I just love it. It is my passion. I'm lucky I get to do this every day. It's sometimes stressful and, you know, trying to always think of things, but when it comes to my collection, I love it. And I'm excited for what we've already got planned for this year, you know, in terms of future collections. And yeah, I just get really excited about it. Debbie, it's the belly. Oh yeah, thanks, Simone. And just, some of them get a little bit stuck together, some of the, like the metal, or where they've like sprayed it with the colour of the brad. It always makes me laugh when you've got all 4 limbs and you've got them on like this without the rest of the body. It just looks really odd. Like this one here. Come on, there we go. Monty's back to school today. Oh, he had his first sausage party on Saturday morning. It was hilarious. So we went to a play date and there was probably about, I think at the highest point, there's probably between 25 and 30 sausage dogs in this really great place. It's fantastic what they've done. And then they had treats, they had pup cups. It was just lovely. They brought it out on a platter. Like, it was just really sweet. The women that work there are fantastic. And there was a soft play, and Monty was up the soft play. He was in the ball pool. He was mixing with loads of other dogs. It took him a while to kind of get used to, like, there was a lot of barking. There was a few, let's say, quite unruly ones at the start, and one of them, the owner had to put it on the lead because it was getting quite vicious actually. They ended up leaving. Once that dog left, it kind of calmed it all down a little bit because I think all the dogs were on guard. But it was lovely. I'm definitely going to be taking him back there again. Anyway, I digress. Right, so now take this one, pop it through here, and then you're going to position all of the rest again. So the other 4 remaining brads, just fold them over. Whoops, the glue is out of stock, but here's all the belly arts we have. Yeah, there's a few other ones as well, isn't there, I think. Love the optician and the cleaner. Thank you, Sharon. Sounds like great fun. It really was. And it was nice because my neighbours opposite me, they've got a long-haired sausage dog, and they turned up. I didn't realise they were going. So I was chatting to them, and they're lovely. Yeah, it was just only an hour and a half, but it was a nice Saturday morning. And yeah. Oh. So does this look like anybody in anyone's family? They're looking at this head thinking, yeah, that looks like my grandson, my husband, work colleague. Okay. And then again, give it a test, and that's all moving perfectly. And again, I'm just going to add a little bit of shape into them. Just lifts it off the page a little bit. So now this one is going to, again, when we stick it down, be like so. So I'm going to stick this on as well, actually. Ali, your grandson. I haven't done my dad, I haven't done my mum, so I think I'll certainly do them. I think my mum would love a mini her for her craft room, because my mum's a crafter as well, for anybody who doesn't know. She's got her own craft room. She's into journaling and album making, memory keeping. She does a lot of junk journals. So she loves bits like this, and she does her diary every day. Yeah, she's really good at all that kind of stuff. But yeah, he's going to look fab. So he definitely needs head support on the back there. So I'm going to cut. I'll use these 2 bits here. Stick that down. Oh. You could also get a celebrity, you know, print off a celebrity's face. You know, if someone's like obsessed with Elvis or anyone, you could... oh, there goes my stomach rumbling. You could download their face. I think that would be quite fun as well. Obviously for personal use only. You can't do that if you're selling. Again, I'm going to push that down. This is when it looks funny, when it's like... be good for anyone who's got a dancer, ballet, any kind of dance, you know, I think they'd look great. So again, you're going to just cut off a couple of these and just stick them on top of each other just to give you that height. I made his Christmas card using the changing faces, and he loved it. I think people are more inclined to keep those cards as well, because it's like, well, it's me, I don't want to throw it in the bin, you know. Because my dad's got a little office, so he would keep his, you know, as well, if I did one of him. I should try and do him, even because I've got the little vest in there. I'd do him as a kayaker, because my dad's a kayak instructor. So I think I do, yeah, I could easily turn him into, and I've got a kayak stamp. So maybe we'll do for Father's Day series, I'll do dad's, well, he's got his birthday and Father's Day are in the same month, so I just have to do double. And I'll just cut a little bit off of this for his chef's hat, so I want that to be on some foam as well. Yeah, perfect. Right, so again, you want to just hover this over. It's really mainly the arms. Now, I should have thought about that. You might get, well, you know, in some case you will. You see, I can see the green there, which ideally that should be white. but then I'd have to swap that all out. I could just cut it. I'm not going to do it right now, but I could just cut a piece of white, cut this whole pull tab in white and just snip it off there. Just take these brads all off. Again, like I said, it's easy to do all this. Stick it on, and that way when it comes down, you see the white. Because again, if I show you the police officer, can you see it's all black? So you just want it to match. So I'll probably go back. I'm going to stick it down just for the video, but just bear that in mind. Yeah, you may want to just swap that out. Just making sure the arms are lined up. Going to have to be, because it's got to be the top of the arms. I think there. Oh, do I not take, oh for Christ. To take the backing off, I'm thinking it's not sticking. Yeah, I could use white pen actually, Tess. It's not blooming sticking. That looks good for the arms. There we go. All good. I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to pop the frying pan. Just again, just under his thumb. And then I wanted to have, so I could have that. If I cut it off, it looked like it's popping out of his pocket. The two together. And I keep the two together. Isn't there a kite die? Yeah, that's what I said, Debbie. I've got it in another one. I've done my dad, one of my sisters, and some swimming pals about to make a 60th for my very besties hubby. Could be the Swedish chef from the Muppets. Oh, I can't picture what that one is, Ali. We need a stamp that says, "I'll haunt you if you throw this in the bin." Well, Avril, it doesn't exactly say that, but it says something quite similar, and that's coming up in a future collection. And you've already got the "Don't throw me in the bin," but I've got some fun ones with that kind of, around that kind of theme coming out. So you'll get to see that. And again, you want to check, like they're going under his head, which is fine, but I think I prefer them going over. So I might just curl those up a bit more. There you go. Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah, I'm just going to change that bit. But now if someone says, "Have you got a card for a chef?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I have." I've got exactly that. Right, let's get some foam. Did I have any more left on that? Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I'll do the little arrow as well, because I'll tweak this one. And once I've done it, I'll put the picture up on Facebook. Woohoo! Just something a little bit different. Now you've got, like I said, a version of all of them really from this launch. Oh, I didn't cut the finger hole. You can still do it. I haven't pushed that down fully, but if you just slide it underneath, you can still get that in, and then just line it up with the pull tab there. Oh God, can I get through that extra layer? Yeah. Ooh, there we go. So yeah, once the arrow's on, I just sort out that bottom part. Oh yeah, and then I'm going to have chef's kiss. That's it. I'm going to stamp the sentiment. Chef's kiss. Which is this one here. Oh no, yes. What am I saying? Chef's kiss is yes, chef. You could do chef's kiss, because I always cut into my stamps. So just cut that chef, and then you could use your alphabet dies, your alphabet stamps. Why have I kept saying? I think I've said that the whole time I've been doing the launch. Chef's kiss. I've got myself double thinking. No, it is yes, chef. I I think I even said, oh no, the chef's kiss there. Oh my God, I'm losing it. I'm going to do yes chef for this one because I think it's actually better. Chef's kiss, obviously, again, you got kiss, be good for Valentine's. God, I'm losing it. It's only Monday. But then I'm always like this anyway. Oh dear. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Ali, Carmen. Appreciate it. They are so different to other cards. I love them. Worth having in your stash. Yeah, and again, they're timeless. You know, things like this, they're not going to go out of fashion. So, you know, I'm always thinking of, I want you to get value for money. There are some sets that, you know, might be a little bit more limited, but certainly the main mechanisms, you'll be able to use them with other things. Not just what, you know, they come with. Just let that dry for a sec because it does smudge. Chef special. This collection is so much fun. It is, isn't it? Yeah, we'll do yes chef down the bottom there. I'm going to cut this by hand. Just pop that at the bottom. This is why I like the foam sheets, because I just trim everything down to what I need. Monday is only a practice day for the rest of the week. Thank you, Anne. And as I've always said, my cards aren't quick because I like you to spend a day, spend 2 days if need be, but just get lost and enjoy what is crafting. Not just a card for me, it's a little bit of art. Sometimes I'll make things, well, a lot of the time I make them and it's just for me, and I'll display them and enjoy them. And you know, it doesn't have to go onto a card blank, it can go onto other things as well. So hopefully get lots of use out of these. But there you have a fun, yes chef. I think it's fab. I love them, absolutely love them. There's my mini Karen. For anyone joining, this is one of my best friends. It's her birthday next month. That's her card. And yeah, this is the collection that I've launched. This is Mini Me. There are 4 new products. This all coordinates with my past puppet collections. I mean, you could, if you want to go a bit weird, you know, you could put one of the animal heads on top of the human bodies. I mean, there's you know, whatever you want. 2 fabulous cards. Thank you, Kay. Oh, thanks, Lynette. If you watch EastEnders, he could make a sausage surprise, especially if he's the naked chef. Love it. I don't watch EastEnders, but I can imagine what that is and what it entails. Right, there we go, guys. That brings me up. Look at that. Bang on 2. I'm not usually this good at staying in time. I've done it today. That's a rarity. That won't continue. I can tell you that now. I think that's just purely a fluke. I can't wait for mine to arrive. Oh, Benita again. Oh, sorry, that was Amanda that said that. But Benita said they are great. Benita, we call her like the queen of the puppets because Benita just went on a bit of a crafting kind of marathon and just made so many of the puppets. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she does with these. Hey, Karen. Donna, lovely. Oh, thank you. Love and Sam. Thanks, Tez. So yeah, so this is available on the CraftStash website. Like I said, it is selling well. Yeah, you're enjoying it, which is lovely to see. And it does now mean that I'm in a position to be able to put another concept together of a bride and groom. So maybe I could do a celebration set. We can do sports, you know. So although it's not in this one, yeah, here's to the future ones. I love it, Sam. The possibilities are truly endless and unlimited. Sorry, very late. Oh yeah, puppet. Yeah, Benita, the puppet master. Mine have been dispatched. I can't wait for them to arrive. Oh, well, like I said, I can't wait. Make sure you tag CraftStash and myself, Mixed Up Craft, and then I'll see them on Instagram, Facebook. Share them in my group if you're not on there, Mixed Up Crafters. Over on Facebook again. I've got a playlist up. I keep meaning I'm going to start sharing more pictures back on my blog again, because for those that aren't on Facebook, I share so many of my cards on Facebook. But all you guys here on YouTube who might not be over there, you're never going to see any of that. So I do need to get it all on the blog. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to try and do a lot more in terms of cross-platform sharing this year, so everybody gets to see it all. You'll be sick of me. Thank you, Sam. Oh, I appreciate it. They're fabulous. Thank you, everybody. So I'll get these photographed and put up onto the album as well. And yeah, enjoy the collection, guys. Lots of you are saying you're getting your dispatched emails. And yeah, can't wait to see what you make. All right, so take care, everybody. Thanks for joining me for these couple of hours on Monday. There's a live today. There's another live going on back on CraftStash, isn't there? I heard Lou this morning. I'm sure there's another live going on. Have a look. Anyway, I'm going to go, guys. Take care. Bye. Oh, how do I? Oh, it's there. Right. Bye, everyone.